and Chew podcast, back at it again. I have my big brother and wonderful host, D. Fobbs, Donnie to the fabulous
What's happening?
Fobbs.
What's happening?
Love this guy. Just so happy that we're doing this, man.
I love it, man. And of course, the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, the one, the only, Mr. Chef Vic Vegas.
I love this guy. Thank you, big brother.
Hey, look up there. He's also up there, too.
And let's talk about that, because behind us, we have Real Vegas Magazine. Mm-hmm. Real Vegas Magazine, I would say, would you consider it to be the magazine of the professionals?
The premier magazine for the who, what, when, where, why, and how of Las Vegas.
Yes. Wonderful events. You can advertise in there your business. It's very, I would say, business savvy between the events and the appearance of the magazine and the outreach. It really stays within that high level of professionalism within the Vegas family.
Always. And the head honcho,
Candace,
numero uno.
She's joining us today in the crowd because
yes.
we do amazing things with her. You know, being able to write for the magazine and that opportunity that she has given us.
Yes.
You know, such a good read, and just all the amazement that takes place within that magazine. Candace, I thank you for having me on your journey with you and being part of your empire. Because that's what it is. It's absolutely amazing what you're doing. And that's why so many people respect what you do, because you really got it together. So we love you and thank you.
And we are grateful for you.
RealVegasMagazine.com for your advertising. Talk to Candace, your business. We will get you out there and invite you to some really cool events.
Yes. And, well, now.
Some quick love to Loca Loca. Localoka.
Yes.
Loca Loca. It's getting out.
It's definitely getting out. And everybody knows I love me a good tequila. And this has been probably my favorite in the last year or so.
Nice and smooth like your handsome self.
Yes. Yes. Loca Loca tequila. I mean, good with mixed drinks, good tailgating. This gentleman right here likes to cook with it from time to time. Didn't know you could do that.
You can.
Or good on a night alone on that bearskin rug by the fire, reading your favorite book. Or that might be just me.
It's just
Loca Loca tequila. Put a little crazy in your spirits.
And drink responsibly.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, we're going to come visit you.
Yeah.
Not in the way you'd want us to. Looking mighty fine around here at Sunrise Media Network.
Oh, man.
You follow us on social media. You see us tagging in Sunrise Media Network. They're the ones making all of this possible, housing the Talk and Chew podcast, making us a resident in Studio C with other units available for all your podcasting needs. Donnie, talk about some of the services that they have here.
Photography, digital media, advertising. I mean, if you want to put your content out there and you want it done, the professionalism of champions, this is where you're coming. These are the people you're going to work with. They make you look good. They make us look good.
I agree, because what you're seeing so far, tuning into us, wanting to tune into us, wanting to see what's next, Sunrise Media is the one making that visible for you and taking our ideas, our talents, and our spirits and bringing them to life, as they will do for you too. So hit Sunrise Media Network if you need any of the above.
Yes. And so the time has come.
My favorite time of the year, where I love my family and friends even more. And we're going to talk about two good friends that we have here at the studio today, D. Fobbs, once you make this official.
Oh, yes, officially.
We have here forever.
We have. Oh, yeah.
No, go.
Hey, please, allow me.
No, please, you do this.
Yes. Yes. D'Agostino's Trattoria, the premier Italian restaurant in Las Vegas. And we have Chef Dan and Brandy Thompson.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
People near and dear to me that I got to know personally, be a fan of, write about, and watch their journey, transformation, get to learn about the past, and watch what they have currently did in the expansion.
Right.
What's going on over there at D'Agostino's? What's up?
What? Please talk to us.
Hello.
Yes.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having us. Yeah, you're right. quite a bit going on over the summer, and through our opening in November, we had a smash relaunch. We have two. We actually did three. We had so many people that wanted to come to the second one that we had to do another one to get the people that we couldn't fit in the second one into the third one. So the response, the support, just unbelievable. And I know that people were waiting a long time for this. The regulars that have been coming in and supporting us and keeping us going since we started in 2018 have been waiting, not just for us to grow the business. They saw the growth of the business, and they got to points where they were like, we're not going to like tell anybody, our friends, anymore about this place, because it's starting to get starting to become a problem. Like, we can't get a table once in a while, and that's not like okay.
Gatekeeping you.
Gatekeeping you.
Yeah,
That's you're doing something right.
That's putting it mildly, and I can think of another term that probably can't be said on air. But
I can say you guys have a stadium full of people rooting for you, man.
Yeah, and
he's so tied into the community.
Man, did they show up
in force?
Just wow.
3 openings. Which one was I at? What number was the one
You were the first.
We were at the first
You
one?
were the first.
With Marvin and Linda and Candace and everybody from the studio coming in and seeing the amazement. We had city officials there.
Yeah.
Shelly was there, right?
Shelly Berkeley came. They did a proclamation. They proclaimed November 5th as DiAgostino's Day.
Write that down.
Forever.
November 5th, DiAgostino's Day.
Got your own day.
Forever.
You got your own
Yeah.
day.
How many people can say that?
We got our own day.
So badass.
He's sick.
There's a reason for this.
Shelly has been dining with us for many, many years. And she's always just, it was hardly even like a matter of question, like when we reached out. She's like, "Are you kidding me? Like, yeah, I'll be there." And she brought this, we were like,
losing it.
She looked like she was having a blast.
What she said about us, just the heartfelt truth, and it was unbelievable what she said about just the kind words that she said, and was truthful, and she gets it. Like, she gets what we do. She gets the genuine passion and the hard work and the ethic, that we put behind every single dish, every single person that we serve, and I didn't even know that she got it like that.
Right.
And she gets it like that. And she just put it out there to the world, and we were standing behind her arm in arm, and I was just like, oh my God.
The happy cry.
Good.
Come on, there you go.
Very good.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Well, just looking at the comments on IG, man, I talk about love. From top to bottom is just, this place is amazing. These guys are amazing. They're amazing. They're amazing. Oh my God, you got to go here. I love this place. Sometimes it's hard to even get in. Oh my God, amazing. All of it. And you just go, wow.
True story, man.
You know what the funny thing was is that that first night when everybody started to show up.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at Brandy in a moment, like right before everything just kind of like just exploded,
Yeah.
I remember looking at Brandy for a minute. I'm like, do we make this place big enough? I was like, I think we might have to get even more. Like,
take out a wall.
We'll see what happens. But like, it was packed.
He said, no,
wall
hell
to
no.
wall people in there that night, and everyone was having a blast. The elites, the A-listers from all over the valley, and like you said, the chefs and the food writers and the industry people, and the people from the Golden Knights, and I was just blown away with the support and the response that we got. So grateful for everyone. And then the two after that were, of course, for our regulars, our friends and family, our extended family, we call our familia extensa.
Yeah,
Italian.
exactly.
And those are the ones that really deserve the shout out, because through COVID and through all the ups and downs that you go through as a new business in your first couple of years, they were our rock, and they still are. We appreciate them. We love them so much, and we'll be there.
back on the Talking True. We took a little recess because we've done something we've never done here before.
Right.
Chef Dan decided to bring burners and skillets, and he decided to saute hot food in real time. Usually the food is warm when we're eating it. It's delicious, but Dan's like, no. The Agostino rules, like you're sitting in the restaurant. So Chef Dan, we love you even more than we already did. We didn't think that was possible.
You are the
we love
king.
you so much. You brought the Agostinos into the Talking Chew podcast,
Right
literally in real time.
Yes, sir. Yes,
The
sir.
same quality of food you would get when you sat down. What did you bring us, Chef?
So what we have here tonight is we have some charcuterie and cheeses. These are featured on our happy hour menu, which is new. Part of the expansion and remodel project was building a bar in the additional space. So we have full cocktails, spirit-based cocktails.
Nice.
We have a very talented mixologist on staff creating craft specialty cocktails.
Oh, what's the name?
Signature Matt Guernsey
Matt.
and
Congratulations, buddy.
Nicole Grant and Cole Hanley
Nicole
are
and
also extremely talented and super ambitious bartenders coming
Nice.
up. They're taking turns creating
I see
craft
them.
cocktails for us. And our happy hour menu is a rotation. So I have a master list of things that's available on the website, so you can see basically the thematic scheme, the concept of it.
Sure.
But it changes on a regular basis so that we can pair signature craft cocktails with the happy hour food. So you have a complimentary experience there
Nice.
with that.
Completely makes sense.
Craft cocktails, signature cocktails, $12. Classic. Prohibition style, classics like your old fashions and your, martinis and things like that, $10. We have draft beer. We have our own premium proprietary D'Agostino's craft Pilsner, which we call Papa's Pilsner. My dad's.
Hey, listen, I'm always ready for the left, right, left, left.
My dad's known as Papa now. He, when our generation, my siblings had kids and they became grandparents, everyone started calling him Papa. So we called the D'Agostino's proprietary craft Pilsner is called Papa's Pilsner, and it's delicious.
That's dope.
Brewed for us by a brewery up in Idaho called Sockeye. So thank you, Sockeye, for having us.
Sockeye.
Yeah, appreciate
Much
that.
love.
And the draft beers are $6, and we have wines by the glass for $9.
Wow. Neighborhood pricing, Dad.
Nice.
All of the food is $10, except for the charcuterie. If you get a charcuterie, you can do the charcuterie by itself, or you can do a bottle and board for $35.
Wow.
Whole bottle of wine, charcuterie and cheese, $35.
Are you listening up, Vegas people? And not just Vegas people, but the people who come to Vegas from out of town. You just have to head west. 15 tops, 15 minutes with traffic?
Yeah.
Where you will get an experience that you would not expect to get, a northeastern experience in the middle of the, I would say, west side of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Southwest
man.
corner.
You kept it real with the pricing.
Yeah, well, it's a new program for us, and
Right.
We really want people to come out and try it because this is part of the plan since the very beginning. Is like how do we realize our full potential and use all of the knowledge and the skills, the education, the experience that we have to better serve, the people who like us, the people who help us do what we love to do. Without them, there's no us.
Right.
So, trying to give them more options and more reasons to come and see us. So yeah, the happy hours is a big deal for us. It was something we've been working on for a really long time. So Tuesday through Sunday, 4 to 6.
Okay.
Got 2 full hours. We also serve dinner during that time if you
Write
if you're
this
an
down.
early diner.
Yeah.
But yeah, come check it out. With the cocktails are
Dinner menu
outstanding.
available during happy hour.
Yes, sir.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. And you can work off of both.
Yep.
Love it.
There's no rules. You don't have to sit in the bar to have a happy hour. You sit wherever
I've
you
eaten
want.
much of your
So-
food.
This is our happy hour charcuterie board.
Charcuterie.
Got some prosciutto di Parma, pistachio mortadella. You have salami soppressata and spicy capicola. Do you guys know the difference between capicola and salami? And
He's teaching me.
capicola is whole muscle. Salami is a emulsion.
Yeah.
That's basically the difference. Prosciutto, I'm not going to give you the story behind prosciutto because you should already know. We have some truffle cheese there, cacio e tartufo. We also have ubriaco del Piave, which has a very cool story behind it. I love my Italian food. If you guys don't know me, so many dishes on my menu are there because they have a story behind it. And I love that. The history behind the dishes, where they came from, why
Yeah.
they came, when they did, from where.
I wanted to touch on that. I wanted to touch on, because I don't think a lot of people understand the grind to get here. I want to talk about 15 years old, a tailor, which at 15, being a tailor, I couldn't wrap my head around that.
Shine shoes, too.
And shine shoes, lost art. Tell me about that, man.
So when my brother was getting ready to finish college, he had been managing a formal wear store in the Meadows Mall
Okay.
to help himself pay his way through college.
Right.
Right around the time he was about to graduate with a degree in music and composition, he was presented with an opportunity by his boss, the owner, that they were going to retire. And what do you think? Would you like to maybe consider being an entrepreneur and just having your own business? And my brother was like, well, I don't know. I never really thought about it. He said, well, you're pretty much already doing it.
Right.
So Thompson family got together, the whole Sunday family forum thing, and what do we think about this? And my mom, coming from the D'Agostino side, my grandfather Dominic was a philanthropic and entrepreneurial spirit of his day in San Diego, very successful commercial real estate agent. And so my mom had kind of, growing up and working in his office, had kind of carried that entrepreneurial spirit, but never really had an opportunity to do it. She was in music education, taught elementary music.
Wow.
And just basically she played the organ at church, and she had 10 jobs all the time,
Wow.
so she never really got to explore that opportunity herself.
Right.
So my brother comes and he says, well, this, opportunity's here. Well, let's give it a shot, So my family invested. We purchased this formal wear shop, and I was getting ready, I wanted to buy a car, and
Yeah.
they're like, well, you're not just going to get a car. You have to be able to put gas in it, pay your own insurance. And so I got a job, and I started shining shoes and taught, learned how to sew and learned how to tailor, and, there we go. So that's the story there.
Man, that's crazy.
No
At
pun intended.
15.
So that's the story.
Oh, so the Ubriaco del Piave, real quick. The story is really cool. So in the little town where it comes from, these people were making their own cheese back in the day. They did a lot of that. In Italy, they do little towns, the little villages. They all have their own little stuff that they do for themselves, make their own wine, make their own cheese. And so when in times of conflict, I'll say, as people that were from the outside would start to come through and try to see what these people have, what kind of provisions you guys working with over here,
Yeah.
and they would take it,
Oh, wow.
take the wine, take the cheese, take the meat, take the whatever, take the grains. In times of conflict, there's
Yeah.
changes of power, and troops are going through and they're hungry and they're like, well, let's see what we can pilfer from these people.
Right.
So they came up with this idea. They started saving the must from the grapes that they were making their own wine with, and hiding the cheese underneath in a barrel. So when these people came through, all they saw was great skins, and underneath was this great cheese that
Right.
had, of course, had time to age and had time to, bind this nice, tasty red wine layer of deliciousness on the outside. It's just a really cool story.
That is
Great
so
cheese.
cool, man.
Right.
And,
Right.
So that's like a
You're
staple
getting
item.
history here, people.
No, people would not know that biting into this piece of cheese that they went through all that trouble to save that cheese.
Well, and the coolest thing about, and especially just what I love about Italian food, is that over generations, they preserve things. They preserve process. They preserve products and genuine craftsmanship. that means something to them.
Right.
And to think that they still do it that way and they don't have to. It says something. And so that's why it's part of the thing for me, you know, you have to respect the food. And you have to treat it, and then you have to appreciate that what you're doing is nourishing someone.
Right.
And that needs to matter, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the base foundation behind
Well said, man.
my cooking and the products that I use, and there's a reason
Amazing.
for everything.
Yeah.
Amazing antipasta charcuterie.
That's good stuff.
It's good. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Really good.
All right, you ready for this?
Yes.
Yes.
So we have here my braised beef short rib cannelloni.
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 So cannelloni is like an Italian enchilada for those of you who don't know. Hollow noodle, smooth. So manicotti has the ridges,
That.
the angled cuts on the end. Cannelloni is a smooth, straight cut hollow noodle.
Good
so
stuff.
pretty much baked and cheese on top and done that.
Donnie, you ever have cannelloni?
Listen, the only time I've had cannelloni, it was Chef Boyardee. He was the chef at the time. Hey, listen.
I believe you.
I ain't lying, people. I ain't lying. I couldn't make this up.
I believe you.
I didn't even know they had cantaloupe.
They did.
They
Yes.
do. They do. I've had to face that situation every now and then in the Chef Boyardee times, and they do. But I cannot believe that's your only cannelloni. This is going to make up for it.
Right. This is
I swear, this will take you to another universe.
yeah, where Chef Boyardee doesn't exist.
I'll
thank
cut
you.
your meal
Please.
for you.
Thank
son.
you. Thank you. Yeah.
You want a big monster piece?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, I'm getting in on that second one. We will do this at the
Did
same
Chef Boyardee ever cut your meal?
No, he didn't like me very
Well, you
much.
don't need to,
apparently.
right? Because you can put a plastic spoon through that stuff.
that stuff. Yeah. Salute.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh. Oh.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my God.
Freaking Jedi Master over here.
Jedi Master gangster over here.
Oh.
What in the...
Wasn't the actual?
Here, I'll
The-
give you that.
You want to talk about the sauce?
Yeah.
Please let's talk about this now because everybody's going to want to know.
Yes, it always is.
Tell everybody what we are actually eating here and what the process is that you put into this, because I know you. You've made everything on this plate.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so short rib, choice certified Angus, nothing less than choice. Even for a braised, thing that's going to break down and I'm going to pull the meat and tender.
Wow.
The braise is 3 hours approximately. Ridiculous amount of Cabernet Sauvignon or a Meritage that my lovely wife will just kind of gather for me and be like, here, honey, use this today.
Thank you, Brandy. Thank you.
So there could be some Sangiovese there. There could be some Super Tuscan in there. There could be some Chianti in there.
Sit in here. It's aromatic.
oh,
Grenache?
Grenache.
Syrah.
Syrah.
The palate right now is at ease, brother.
So long braise, slow and low. Veal demi-glace is the base
right.
for the braising sauce.
Oh my God.
With the Meritage and fresh herbs in a sachet. Then cooling it down, pulling the meat, and adding our 3-cheese blend that we use for our house-made raviolis and our lasagna and our other filled pastas that we do in-house.
Listen,
Just a tiny bit of cheese in there just to give it enough so it kind of like sticks together. Making that, and then we make the fresh pasta, egg pasta, roll that out on
everything.
a table, cut it, and we roll the cannellonis. Then we bake those in the oven with the demi-glace reduction that we had from the braising liquid, which I also infuse a Parmesan jus, which is derived from when you get the Parmesan Reggiano wheel and you have that layer that's about this thick from the outside from the age that is inedible. So what do you do with all that weight?
Right.
So what I do is I take it, I save it, put it in the freezer, and then when it's time to make the Parmesan, I pull it out and I put it in cheesecloth, and I steep it in chicken broth like tea. And then I reduce that down, slightly thicken, incorporate that back into the braising sauce, which is the veal demi red wine meritage, and then that's your sauce when you're finished.
I have to ask Dan a question.
Okay.
May I ask Dan
Oh,
a question
please.
first?
Absolutely.
I have to ask Dan a question while it's hot on the tongue.
Yeah.
A chef-to-chef question. Dan, you producing this food, you will never have this food anywhere else. You will have other good food. You will have other great food. But this right here is so signature. Like, I've eaten everywhere for the most part, all over everywhere. And I have not had this anywhere but with you. The question I want to ask you is, as a chef, when you are not in the kitchen, how do you keep this as consistent as you yourself preparing this? Because no one does it like you.
Well, I'm in there. I'm in there every day, all day. And that's. I'm glad you asked that, actually, because that's a really good question. Like, why would I do this?
Right.
I've already been all the way up to the top. You know, I climbed the ladder. I reached my goals.
Yeah, I got you.
And then I realized that the more time that I spent at that top level where you're kind of supervising and writing menus and doing cost analysis and labor and costs and all that stuff, and that's the business side of things,
Right.
which I was very good at also. We'll point on that later when we talk about how and who and why and where and all that.
Yeah.
But there comes a point to where if you're doing it for the right reason, if you're doing it from here, there comes a point you get so far advanced in your career that you realize that you're getting further and further away from the reason why you started in the first place. Wow. And I got to a point to where I was like, I can't do this. Like, you know, and the guys, my coworkers, the other chefs at the hotels and stuff, they thought I was nuts. Like, dude, you made it. This is why we go to culinary school. This is to get our credentials and to, you know, this is why we bust our butts and we work harder and longer and faster than everybody else to get those little advancements.
Right.
So we can get here. And you're here and you're going to go back on purpose and you're going to take a risk and buy your own restaurant?
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
That was my
question. And I said, you know what? If you guys can do this for the next 25 years, God bless you.
Right.
But I can't because I love to cook.
Yeah.
And if I have to buy my own restaurant again in order to get back on the line and do it, that makes me happy.
Right.
What makes me happy is to do this and see that.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Wow.
that's all I need, man. That's what drives me. That bite. You take that bite, you close your eyes, and you're like,
yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
And I get to see that
Yeah.
numerous times a day because my kitchen's open, my diners are right there. I can say, oh, hey, hi, over there, you know, hey, Chef Dan, what you got tonight, you know?
Yeah.
And I get to see that first bite, and I'm like,
And that was my next
I'm good.
question.
So, yeah, the answer
did
to
you
your
know?
question, Vic, is yes, my guys can absolutely. They can prepare everything on the menu the same way I do, duplicate everything 100%. Something happens to me, God forbid, you know, Brandy can also cook. I taught her how to cook during COVID because when all we had available to us was curbside pickup and delivery and things like that. It was me, her, and a dishwasher and an empty restaurant, but I was like, honey, if we're going to make it through this, we're going to have to cook together.
I looked at him
We do it
like,
together.
I
So
fought it. He was teaching me how to cook, and I tried to play. I go, how? Ooh. And he'd be like,
No,
Wow.
I didn't.
It didn't really hurt.
Not that easy.
she's being
I
humble
tried.
right now. Most people now, when they came back after COVID and they saw her cooking and stuff, if I had a day off and she was on the stove, they're like, just by the way, your food's actually better than Chef Dan's.
Wow.
And I didn't want to tell him.
She'd come home
Shots fired.
and she'd be like, guess what I told today?
Train the
Somebody
students
told
better
me
than the
today.
master.
Right.
I was like, good on you, babe. That's what. Go for
But
it.
then I had to
Man.
cook more.
Right.
Steak and Riggy.
What do we have here, Dan?
Steak and Riggy.
Steak and Riggy, a very popular
Find that anywhere
northeastern.
Yeah.
until somebody steals it,
Until-
tries to take it.
Dan, while Donnie
I
is
took a
getting
chance
into this,
bringing this because I think some of the other chefs out there.
because it's a bunch of things Donnie likes.
Uh-huh.
Chef, what makes your version of this different than the ones that are out there in the East Coast?
So East Coast, there's a popular dish called chicken riggies. It's all over the East Coast, Connecticut, New Jersey, in New York. It originated in Rome, New York, and it's a spicy pink sauce essentially with some spicy peppers and the rigatoni and the chicken in there. It's all kind of just it's a one pan,
I almost took your hand out.
one
Sorry.
pan, one pot
Apologize.
pasta dish. It's just comfort food, good comfort food. So I had some customers that were coming out regularly and repeating, their visits to D'Agostino's on their visits to Vegas for conventions or whatever. And as they got to know me better and they knew that I was approachable and I was open to people like asking me, hey, have you ever done this? Could you make this? Or this is one of my favorite dishes. Do you think you can make it for me sometime? And I love having that kind of relationship with my customers too.
Right.
So these guys brought it up, and I'd never heard of it. But yeah, it's a thing. Chicken riggies is a thing. It's even on Wikipedia and everything. Like, there's a whole story on it and stuff. Like, okay,
Whole story?
okay, yeah. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not doing chicken riggies. Everybody, apparently, it's a thing already. So if I'm gonna go 1,000 notches past that,
Yeah.
and figure out how to use some product that I have in my kitchen and create a dish that kind of mimics
good
the
spice.
chicken
Yes, it
riggy,
is.
but just it's gotta be me.
Spice
So
it.
tenderloin, beef tenderloin, choice certified Angus, of course. You got the rigatonis there, and I like to cook. I like to cook with demis. I went to French culinary school, so I know how to build sauces with complexity and consistency and layers of flavor and all that stuff.
Dan, how did you manage to put the type of spice in that even people that don't eat spicy would eat?
So that little red pepper in there that you see chopped up in there, that's a Calabrian long pepper.
This guy don't eat spice, and he's beating this dish up.
Right.
It's a great little pepper, man. I love them. My family the D'Agostino's came from Calabria. They happen to, that's their main production item down there is Calabrian long peppers. And so I've been eating them all my life. They're the very same ones that you get at the pizzeria, when you get the little pepper flakes in the thing, the shaker. That's Calabrian long pepper dried to use as a topping on pizza and stuff like that. So these are whole,
Bananas.
fresh, whole, and preserved in sunflower oil. I bring them in by the truckload practically because I love them. I use them as much as I can. That's what I use to kick up my dishes and add spice, the Calabrian long pepper. Veal demi-glace, chicken demi-glace in that one too.
You could taste
And then I'd use the ricotta instead of cream, I use ricotta to finish. So it gets that creamy finish, but it's actually cheese. My exotic mushroom mix, I have an exotic mushroom mix that I bring in 8 different kinds of mushrooms and I put them all, toss them all together. They each have their own little signature personality.
Yeah.
And you put them all together in one dish and you get, if you like mushrooms and then you take a bite of those, anything that has mushrooms in any of my dishes, it's like, blow. Mushroom.
What an assortment.
So
And it's important to train the staff too. Sometimes they'll put in a ticket that says steak and riggy, no peppers.
Right.
Well, there's roasted red peppers, pepper,
Yeah.
black pepper, Calabrian red peppers,
That's 3.
pepperoncinis,
4.
or sometimes people add red pepper flakes.
Yeah.
They need to know every ingredient too.
Yeah. I was
If
gonna
someone
ask,
wants
yeah.
no spice or extra spice or this kind of spice,
Yeah.
everyone needs to be schooled. You can't say no peppers.
Yeah. Brandy, I want to know your background as well because, you are pretty much the backbone for this man here. And so, you are imperative to his operation. Give me your background,
Where to start?
wherever you want to start.
You wanna
Take us,
start at Red
take us
Rock?
on the
You wanna
just
start
on the
at how you
journey.
met?
Well,
Cheryl's.
when I was younger, I started having kids when I was 19 years old.
Okay.
I had to buy diapers, baby food.
Yeah.
So I started working as a dishwasher at my uncle's restaurant.
Oh, wow.
Paid me some cash under the table on the weekends. Turns out, best dishwasher. It opened from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Michigan, Cheryl's place.
Okay.
Busy. We went through, how many eggs are in a case? Like one of the big ones.
Oh.
15 dozen in a normal. Then
We would go through 12 cases a day of eggs. That's how
Oh my
busy we
God.
were.
21 over medium.
So that's a lot of dishes. And we would peel our own potatoes and, stuff like that. So then, I started learning how to cook. And I was like, Uncle, I want to serve. I want to be on the floor. You're not ready. Anyway, after
could
7
slay.
years, I was running the place.
She can slay breakfast, bro.
So then
Omelets.
Yeah.
I
All
became-
day.
Then
All
I
day.
started working at Motor City Casino in Detroit
Oh, wow.
and cage cashier, slot attendant. And I learned that Mandalay Bay was a sister property of Motor City back then. So we had our little dial-up internet.
Yeah.
found
I remember it. Yeah.
an
yeah.
apartment over in Henderson, the Summit at Sunridge back in the day.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a job yet,
Mm.
but I had an interview at Mandalay
Okay.
Bay. So, long story short, I had $3,000, 2 cats, 2 kids, moved out here, drove,
Drove out here. Oh, wow.
no job, and I had an interview.
Hey, that's something. We're starting somewhere.
Plugging in the TV to my apartment, and there's the planes crashing into the
World Trade Center. Yeah.
like. I thought it was a movie, and I didn't.
So did I.
Know what's really
So
happening?
did I.
So anyway, the lady called me that I had an interview with, and she said, well, we just had to lay off 300, 400 people, but I'm still going to keep your interview. Oh, okay.
Right.
I had one shot.
Oh man.
I made sure I had the best hair, the best suit. I had a resume for every single person that was going to be in the interview.
Yeah.
It was a new position that they were starting.
Oh, wow.
It was a carousel attendant,
Yeah.
wear your cute little Hawaiian outfit and you make change and you talk about like a slot spokesmodel.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I got the job.
Oh.
And it ended up being a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Leaving with $300 a day was a bad day.
Wow.
It was a good day. Then I got promoted to high limit slot attendant. That was good. Then they switched to ticket in, ticket out, all that.
Yeah.
So then I went back into the restaurant business, working for an Irish pub in Southern Highlands. They owned Molly Malone's, Kavanaugh's, Sean Patrick's, TB's on the strip.
Wow.
So I got back into that, doing every job, of course. Went to Red Rock Country Club.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I love that place, and I
Yeah.
love a lot of people in there. Please,
Magic happened
Red
at
Rock it up.
I wanted more of the fine dining again. So I thought, I've never worked at a country club before. Try that. Try anything.
Yeah.
I'm a little crazy.
Yeah.
Always
She's
up
one of
for
the
a
women
good
who
challenge.
wow, by the way,
Yeah.
in case you don't know.
Always up for a good challenge. So yeah, started working at Red Rock, and I was just wanted to be a server, front of the house, banquets, weddings, just a little bit of everything. Golf tournaments,
Yeah.
of course. Start learning every job, and then I'm in charge.
And that's how you got to Red Rock. That's how you made your way to Red Rock Country Club before your life changed on another level because you were about to meet someone you were going to know forever, huh?
That's right.
And let's
Met
get
a lot
into
of great
that.
people too.
Let's get into a certain person.
He had that look on the side of it.
A certain person that you met in the Red Rock Country Club that you will know forever. Any takers on who that might be? Amazing story. I need people to know about this because Red Rock's amazing. You have a wonderful mentor in there. And the fact that that brought you together, making Red Rock be the place that is meant to be, that created this dual love for life. Unbelievable. Please talk about this.
So
There's this guy.
It always starts
We
with
never
a guy.
really talked or anything. Just, I need extra sauce for this. May I please have? We weren't allowed front of the house and back of the house weren't, it was all about tickets, not talking.
You weren't supposed to have a lot of dialogue
No commingling.
between
You're right.
the front of the house and the back of the house.
I remember those
Usually
days.
when things get a little heavy and business is running and it's busy.
No kitchen
You
love.
know,
Yeah.
yeah.
But we were open for dinner from Thursday to Sunday nights.
Okay.
So closed Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesdays for lunch. So Sunday nights, you can't throw away the scallops, you can't throw away certain things, you can't freeze them.
Right.
So Sunday nights, if he had 2 or 3 scallops left over, he'd cook them, make his sauce. He's a sauce guy. And he'd put them in the window. Here you go, Brandy.
Little risotto underneath.
Okay. Okay.
Risotto
If you want to win her over, take notes, people.
And put the risotto underneath. It wins every time.
For the love of God, use the risotto.
It was the highlight of my week. Sunday night, get your little scallops.
The chef love call. Yes, I know that.
Well, you get your seafood in. We got it in on Wednesday when we were open for dinner, and I had 4 days to sell it. Essentially, if I didn't sell it, I wasn't going to try to carry it to Wednesday again.
Right.
So, and I just found out, I just kind of like with talking to other people that were closer friends with her than I was allowed to be, really, because of her positions and stuff. I would find out what she liked and would just kind of put it in the window quietly. Before it was time to go home, I just kind of put it in the window and like, oh, I got an extra filet tonight. Like, oh.
Okay, I'm going to put something into perspective here. So we spoke about how you got to Red Rock. Now let's talk about how you, Dan, have gotten to Red Rock.
Do you have time for that?
Yes, we do.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so
Yeah, here we
try to
go.
be as brief as I can. From the formal wear shop where I was tailoring shining shoes
Yeah.
to the point to where I got into culinary. There was a series of events, obviously, that happened that we won't get into completely, but
The red light.
the formal wear store was kind of taken over by the corporate franchise holder again at a point to where they had merged with a big conglomerate company, and they informed all of their franchise holders across the country
Okay.
that they were going to start in California, in Southern California, work their way from West Coast to East Coast, and one at a time buy all of their franchises back and turn them into corporate-owned stores. When they got to Vegas, they sat down with my family and they gave us an option to essentially stay open. We could still use the brand. We could stay open, but we would have to compete with them in the same market. And certain proximity clauses that were in effect on our franchise agreement were no longer valid because they had essentially, when they merged with this other company, and this other company became the parent company, and the original company was now a subsidiary.
Yeah.
Right.
The parent company had the rights to rewrite the franchise agreement. So, long story short, we said we're not quite debt free right now, so we're gonna just go ahead and get out while we can. We'll get what we can out of it, and we'll just do something else. So my brother was crushed, and I was kind of crushed. The whole family was like, man, we were so close. We were like 2 years away from being debt free. But you get back up, and you find something that you can believe in again.
Right.
So I jumped around at all kinds of different jobs and different industries and stuff until I found culinary, and it just kind of took to me, I took to it.
Yeah.
Enrolled in some culinary classes, started in simple classes at like community college and stuff, and just kind of got my feet wet a little bit. Like I wanted to make sure, because I love to cook at home. Obviously, did dinner for my friends and the family dinners on Sunday and all that. I was always in the kitchen, always in the kitchen with my mom. But I was smart enough to know that doing it every day, 12 hours a day,
Burnout.
and not doing it for your friends and family, but for doing it for people that maybe sometimes they don't even always appreciate it.
Right.
And you're going to get that. And I understood that going in. I was like, I better just make sure before I enroll in culinary school, and because it's expensive, it's really, really expensive.
Yeah.
I better make sure that I can actually feel the same way I feel about this in a professional, in a commercial kitchen as I do at home. I get the same kind of feeling for doing it for strangers as I do for my friends and family, that kind of thing. So
This is his long story short.
No, please.
I took to
please.
it. I took to it. The professors, saw something in me they don't see in everybody, and they would kind of just like push me along, like give me leadership positions. Like, all right, Chef Dan, you're going to be in charge of handing out station assignments today, and here's the recipe for the, make sure everybody knows what they need, make sure we have all the product, that kind of stuff. And I went through different classes with different instructors, and I started to realize as I got through, and I would arrive the first day, that the chef instructors from the next class would kind of already have this look in their eye, like they knew who I was when I walked in the door. And I was like, somebody gave him a little,
Right.
like this guy's got something that not everybody has. So like,
Right. Talent.
give him
Natural.
the full,
Yeah.
because he can handle it. And sure enough, so I would just I'm excelling at this stuff, and these guys are like, dude, you got something special, man. Like, you should
Stay with it.
go. You're gonna be fine.
Culinary 1%er, man.
So I went all in. I went and paid the 40 at the time. It was like $45,000 for 18 months.
Not cheap. Not cheap at all.
And I went through the program, and I just same thing. I excelled all the way through it.
Don't talk about
And-
the baking portion.
Next show.
Yeah, right.
Got to the point about halfway, you're supposed to start finding your externship. And we had a job fair day where a very important person in my life and a mentor came and talked about what it's like to be a chef in the country club. And at the time, it kind of fit my experience that I had had. There was an Italian restaurant called Carluccio's Tivoli Gardens down on Spencer and Tropicana.
Next to Liberace.
Used to be Liberace's Tivoli Gardens.
Went there for prom, baby.
Yes.
Super cool, old school place, man. I was working there full time, going to school full time, and 6 months left in the program. Like, you're supposed to have your externship already, and I had listened to what this chef had talked about, what it's like to be a country club chef, and my experience matched. I had worked for some catering companies, I had worked for some restaurants, different types of food. I had the Italian experience, casual still, but pretty good level of like fine dining that you could do it.
You could
I
roast
could get
bones
away
and
with
make
it.
sauces.
Yeah. You can get away with it. I was like, this is probably going to be a step up from what I'm doing now, but I need that. So I'm trying to get a hold of this guy to see if I can do my externship. I'm going to the career office 2 or 3 times a week. I'm like, hey, I'm going to call the chef over there at Red Rock and see, if you can get me an interview. They're supposed to do that for me,
Not you do it.
not
for you.
me do it myself.
Yeah.
But every time I
place
go
you.
in there, they're supposed to place me. And then every time I go in there, and I'm like, did you hear from him? No, he hasn't called us back. Email, nothing. I'm like, she's like, oh, we got this other chef from another place called Spiadini. Gustav Mahler was like, he was interested in taking me on.
Right.
And I had actually done a volunteer event or 2 with him at the time. We were supposed to do volunteer hours.
Legend.
While we were going through school, we were supposed to do volunteer time and stuff like that. So I'd done that. So he had worked with me on a couple of occasions before. He was going to take me on, but I was like, that's not where I want to go. I want to go this way. So finally I'm like, all right, I can't wait anymore. So I get out of school one day and I go drive up to Red Rock and I park in a place where I'm not supposed to park. And I walk in there in my uniform and I figure out where the kitchen is. And I walk in there like I belong there. And I see his office. I see him in there. I knock on his door. He opens it, and he's looking at me like he forgot about something. Like, am I supposed to interview somebody today, or did I forget something? Like, he's looking at me like, who are you? What are you doing here? I'm like, sorry, chef. I've been trying to get a hold of you for a long time. I'm sure you're very, very busy. Just wanting you to know I heard what you said at the job fair, and my name's Dan Thompson. I have a full-time job. I'm going to school. I'm getting close to my, last 6 months. I have to get my externship locked in.
Yeah.
I want to do it here. I think I'm a good fit. What you do here, what you talked about, what you do here, I have good qualifying experience that it's going to be a good fit and it's going to be a place where I can grow and learn and continue on my career path, get where I want to go. And he said, well, I don't have any positions open right now. I'm like, I'm not asking for a position. I'm asking for a learning opportunity, experience. I already have a job. I want to work somewhere where I can learn something so I can grow and continue, and I need to apply what they're teaching me in school immediately so I don't forget it.
Right.
I'm not getting that at my job. I need more. So if you'll take me, I'll work here after school on weekends or on the days that I'm not working, my days off. After school, on my days off, I'll come here.
Right.
On the weekends when I don't have class, I'll come here in the morning. So you get me 4 days a week, afternoons and mornings, weekends and beginning of the week. And he was like, well, so you're saying you want to work for free? And I was like, well, no, I came in. Technically you can't,
Right.
but I can.
Right.
Because I have insurance through the school. So you don't have to worry about liability or anything like that. I'm insured.
Right.
You don't have to, all you have to say is, would you like to stage and learn with my chefs and my operation in my kitchen? And I say, yes, chef, I would love that. And he was like, okay. So Dan, would you like to stage? I was like, I would love that very much, chef. William Fershing,
William.
my mentor, great friend, still supporting and still very much even more a fan of us.
You missed my
because-
favorite part, though. You skipped my favorite part.
What's that?
When Chef William said, "Oh, okay, we'll talk about it. I'll call you," and you start to close the door, and you put your foot in the door.
We ain't taking no for
Put
an
your
answer.
foot in the door.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my
I
favorite
forget
part.
about that part too.
That's my
yeah.
favorite part.
I wasn't, no. Anyway, so yeah, that was, sorry guys, that was my long story short, but
No,
Yeah,
it is, it's, you
I
know,
love
it's kind of like, if you
Dan,
leave some part out, it's like you're missing.
Good for bad.
Donnie, I know William.
Right.
Okay. And I know what William does out there, and I know what William had to go through. He had to find chefs to mentor him to give him a chance. So what
Right.
William was doing was recycling what
Yes.
you received, giving it back, and keeping the chef circle of life continuing.
100%.
Wow.
100%.
What you got for them?
Well, I want to know, given where you've come from, where you are now, what would 2025 Dan say to 15-year-old Dan if he could speak to him right now?
Stay in college.
Straight to the point. I get
college.
it. I get it. I get it.
This is hard work, man.
It's not easy.
It's hard work.
It's
Even
not
just to, even if you're just a line cook and you're doing that, like that's your job. That's making your living. You're, you know, union guy. God bless them, man.
Right.
You got to have those guys. Those guys that don't have aspirations to have their name on the front, on the sign, and to have accolades and awards and attention and press, and they don't want to do the office. They don't want to run the operation. And some of them don't even really love to cook. They're just good at it. They're soldiers, the boots on the ground guys.
Yep, you need your defenders, man. Those are defense.
You
got
gotta have 'em.
offense, you got defense.
And so tons of respect. And when I was working in the hotels and I was, you know, supervising multiple shifts a day, multiple outlets, working multiple outlets, running multiple outlets at the same time, I never forgot, and I treated those people with respect because they're doing the stuff that kind of nobody else wants to do,
Grunt work.
you know?
Main kitchen
and you have to
guys.
have it.
Main
Production kitchen guys.
Opening up how many cans a day? We can't count that high. Just working, bro.
Mashed potatoes.
What's a can? What's a can?
For the hotel, like not just for the restaurant, for the entire hotel, mashed potatoes. Like,
Dude.
you're doing like a pallet,
Every day though, with a
day.
smile on their face.
and they're just in there listening to, you know. I said, God bless them, dude.
You just
But
yeah.
there's the people that do that, and then there's the people that want the attention, and they have the need or the aspiration to have their name on the sign and do all that other stuff.
Be the bait.
William was just, like you said, I think the reason he gave me the opportunity was because he saw a little bit of himself in me.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why we're close, is because he developed me in the same fashion as his mentors had developed him, because they saw something in him. He remembered that.
Yeah.
And he recognized it when he saw it. And he gave me what I needed when I needed it, and pushed me when I needed it, gave me encouragement when I needed it, when I thought I wasn't doing it, you know? Yeah. He helped me become the person that I am today. So 2025 Dan would probably have looked back and say, you know what, 15-year-old Dan, you're not necessarily going to find the heart of things.
Yeah.
Unless you go through all this other stuff you go through to find it, you know? I probably would have told 15-year-old Dan to stay in college and get, you know, and be a professional and, you know, have the 9-to-5 weekday.
Dan's a drummer.
You know,
Oh, wow.
I did have a scholarship, a music scholarship too. So that was part of it. Was going to UNLV. I just couldn't really get into the academic side of it.
NLV.
And Dan can sing really, really well.
Nice.
But
He won the Voice of the Ocean when we went on our honeymoon on a cruise.
it's kind of hard, Donnie, because if I had done that, I wouldn't be here
right.
and I wouldn't have met her.
Everything.
So I don't know, man. I mean, I
Yeah.
could go either way. Like, you know, stay in college.
So
I mean,
maybe you
it was kind of like halfway joking.
Maybe
like,
you wouldn't have said a thing to Dan. You would have just let him go, let him do his thing, because you like where Dan wound up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. Wow.
Dan did not want to buy a restaurant either.
I didn't. I wasn't scared. I was just. I had the.
He said, "What if we fail? What if we'll use everything?" I'm like, "What? The Chevy Malibu, our dog,
Speaking of that,
lose everything."
Brandy, here's what people want to know by now. The fact that people have learned more about the real deal story. People are going to love you guys even more than they already do. So many people love you guys. It's crazy. More people are going to get to meet you from being on here today.
Yeah.
But who around town like makes you guys happy on your time off? Like who do you go see and eat? Like people are like, we got to go see, Dan and Brandy next week. Would you guys go anywhere? Are you guys so
Right.
busy you can't leave?
Right.
Where do you go? Who makes you happy?
Dan hits the wall and says, "No, I'm not cooking today at all. We going out."
Marco's Pizza.
Marco's
I'm just kidding.
Pizza.
I'm just kidding.
She's not.
Marcos.
It's close.
No,
It's close.
Evil Pie.
Evil pie.
Evil pie.
Love some evil pie. Pizza Rock.
Pizza Rock.
Naming all good stuff, man.
Berries.
Albertsons.
Berries downtown Prime.
Barry.
A couple times a year,
Oh,
birthday,
berries.
anniversary.
Yeah, berries. That's my go-to.
Good chef buddy of mine, Chef Mike. Works
People
down
want to
there.
know that because you provide such an amazing experience for people. They want to know who takes care of you guys. So that's awesome that you're giving love to, some of these other establishments.
Yeah.
Chef Nataya's
Oh yeah, no, Natalia, she's got a great
Secret Kitchen.
reputation.
That's where we went on our first date.
Oh, wow.
He said, we sat down at Nataya's when it was still the small Nataya's, and Natalia was still in the kitchen.
Love to Nataya's then?
Yep.
Okay.
Dan said, "Are you allergic to anything? Is there anything you don't like?" I said, "I'm not allergic to anything. I'm not on a diet, and I hate olives."
He kept it real.
Just like Donnie, him and Olives don't get along either.
He
So-
said, "Then I can order."
Brandy, Dan, okay, those are the restaurants that you gave the love to. And, we talked about Chef William and a few other, shout outs. Is there anybody before we call this magnificent holiday episode, because we're showing this in December, happy holidays, family style, family
Yes.
love. We did this on purpose because you guys are like family to us. Anybody you want to give love to out there?
Yes.
Please do.
Please.
Donnie Thompson, Dan's brother, who's helped us tremendously since the beginning with our marketing,
social
And,
media, and
you know,
just giving us advice from his own
therapist.
being his own small business owner. You know,
I think I paid him like $2. Probably owe him like $500,000. But Jazz Outreach Initiative,
yeah, he's the
JOI project,
Yeah.
Donnie's
he's executive director of Jazz
part
Outreach
of that.
Initiative. So
shout out to
That's
JOI.
dope.
yeah, go to JOI website and support. Please donate. It's a really good program for kids.
How do they find him, Dan?
JOI network on the interweb.
Okay, there you go.
Jazz Outreach Initiative.
Jazz Outreach Initiative. It's called.
So thank you, Donnie.
Thank you, Donnie.
Thompson.
Chef Jeff Henderson. Chef Jeff Project.
Jeff,
There you go. They
I just got smaller.
just dropped down 2 inches.
You want to give Chef Jeff some love?
Yeah, Chef
he's
Jeff.
an amazing guy.
He's my homie, dude.
Chef Jeff. I've never met you in person, but we both know the other one is there. And I just want to say, Chef Jeff, if this makes it to you, much respect. I've seen your work over the years, man. Much respect, big guy.
He's my homie.
we can call Chef Jeff anytime, and he can call us anytime, and we're always there for each other. And man, it's good.
I spend time.
It's a good
I
project.
spend time in his kitchens with the kids. They're good kids, man. They just need guidance. They need a direction,
Right.
and they need someone to know that to like just recognize that.
Someone to give a damn.
Yeah, you know. So I love that. Jeff and Stacy's super. They're just wonderful people, and we do stuff. We're gonna be able to do a lot more good stuff with the space that we have now. We can do more events. We can support local nonprofits and things because we don't have to close anymore to do it.
Right.
You know, that was the problem. So much things we wanted to do that, but we would have to make a decision. Like, well, our regulars can't come if we do this event because our restaurant isn't big enough to host this thing and let them come in too.
Well, every
know,
year
so-
we are one of the restaurant vendors at the Nathan Edelson Hospice Project
Yeah, I see you.
fundraiser.
I see
at
you.
the wine and food extravaganza.
That's one of our collaborations.
And our kitchen wasn't open yet, and Dan said you're going to have to miss it this year. I was like, oh no. I called Chef Jeff. He said, come use my kitchen.
You made those delicious raviolis that I was eating dozens of at
And
that
the
event.
kids helped me.
In Chef Jeff's kitchen, and the kids helped you.
Kids helped them.
Is that why it just had that little extra bit of seasoning
And
of love?
the little caprese spoon.
Right on.
They
Thank
helped
you,
me.
Chef Jeff, for all you do, man. A big shout out to Chef
I
Jeff.
needed a kitchen.
Awesome.
I gotta say, Gio Moro, another good friend, Pizzeria Manzu.
Gio, I wrote an article on Gio. Gio is phenomenal. Another scratch chef, totally putting a twist
Yeah.
on the modern day Italian.
Okay.
Chef Dan's dad is
super
Gio's
special.
godfather.
Really?
Yeah.
You're related to Gio through the love? Gio, big
So
dog.
Gio bakes our bread.
Yes, he sells bread to a lot of people because his bread is that good. Other restaurants do not care about buying Gio's bread. They're like, we don't care. It's just that good. Who cares? Go
When
Gio.
we first opened,
Manzu,
Gio,
baby. A descendant of the Nora's family.
Yes, and also he has the old school pizzerias.
Old
as
school
well.
pizzerias all around town.
Oh,
They're
love
popping
old
up
school
like
pizzeria,
crazy.
yes.
All right, you two. Let me tell you right now. Let me tell you
Probably.
right now, Donnie. I think you need to ask them something because the year is ending. They're about to get crazy busy and feed half the city.
Yeah.
It's time to snuggle up with a bunch of Ritz crackers and
that's what I had for breakfast.
What do you have coming up for 2026?
I have.
Just trying to live.
That part.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. It might be kind of a stretch, but you had me thinking for a minute when you're talking about the Ritz crackers and stuff. You ever had this cheese that comes in a tube, and you can like
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah.
Have you ever had one break and it
That's
just
not
keeps going?
that's not right. Okay. It's not that, Dan. It's that too.
That's what I got.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Just trying to live.
That's what I got.
You too. With as busy as you both are right now, with everything going on, with expanding your restaurant, with everything you're doing, you made time for us today
Thank
in a
you.
time where I know you don't have time, that you have to go back to the restaurant. So we want to say, we love you both. we know a lot of people out there that, we're cool with, but, we really we appreciate you guys and we look up to you guys and everything you do, Dan. I know if I spent a week with you, I'd be that much better. So much love, big guy.
I
We
appreciate
spend a lot of
Sister.
time napping.
Sister, you are unbelievable.
Yes.
You two are such a team. I call you both the ultimate power couple.
Yes.
When I think of power couple, I think of you two because it is just the ultimate ingredient.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
There's not a lot of people that could do what we do and stay married
Hell no.
Right.
Hell no.
and still love each other too.
I had real cannelloni.
Pretty,
I'll leave
You
it at
guys,
that.
before we get out of here, a lot of things has happened today, but Donnie has had real cannelloni as opposed to Chef Boyardee out of the can. So we're really helping Donnie out in his life here.
I'm learning.
and I'm sorry that I ruined that.
Chef Boyardee. Yeah. I'm sorry. We can't date anymore. I'm sorry.
You can't not even be able to look at it anymore. I'm sorry, bro. But
I could stay here all night with these people.
It was
man.
time. It was time.
Indemnified.
Oh,
This is
I love
amazing.
you guys.
Elevate your mind.
Right.
This was such a great one.
It was awesome.
No, it was
This
because
was awesome.
this is who I wanted here for the holidays, and I originally touched on it months ago. And
Yeah.
here they are in their
In the
busy
flesh.
world, and I appreciate it more than anything.
Thank you guys very much for having us.
We love you,
appreciate
Dan.
We
Thank you,
appreciate
Brandy. D'Agostino's, the neighborhood scratch cooking. Would you say northeastern Italian American?
It's just good.
It's just
classic Italian American dishes that are made the right way in super ingredient forward, thoughtful, loving, caring way that
Yeah.
you can't find everywhere or pretty much anywhere
It's a
anymore. It's
four-page
really
menu.
hard to
Said that
find
any
places
better.
that do that anymore. And I got the regional stuff from parts
Yeah.
of Italy too, so you can touch around the
Should I tell them a secret?
peninsula.
Want
Yeah.
to know a secret? We have a secret menu as well, in addition to our 4-page menu. But you have to earn it
You gotta
to
earn
know
it.
about it.
That is a whole nother episode.
You have to get through the 4-page menu to be introduced to the secret menu.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a secret menu in addition to everything that you have seen or heard today. I don't know how that's possible, but then again, I know them both, and yes, that
there.
is very possible.
It's the specials that I introduce that people get mad at me when I get the good response and the feedback that I want from running the special, and then I put it on the menu, but then I have to take something off because there's only so much real estate on there, and then they come up to me and they're upset because I took their linguine and clams off, or their alla matriciana,
steak
or
and
whatever they like.
rigatoni.
Yeah.
You can't take
Everything
the
has to
Matriciana
stay.
off.
Something has to give here.
Yeah.
And so, no, we want this on the menu too.
Use pancetta
All
in
the
there.
time.
Use pancetta.
Guanciale.
Oh, you used it.
The guanciale, yeah.
You're crazy, man. I love you.
Hey.
Such a bad to the bone Italian gangster.
It's
He tried to take guanciale out of the amatriciana.
no.
I have
Thank
a
you.
phone call with someone about it.
Friends, this is crazy. We don't even want to stop, but we're gonna let Dan and Brandy go back to their restaurant and serve the community like they've been. I'm ecstatic right now. I got the holiday vibe. I feel this was a great one. And
Yeah.
I'm so happy that our friends came to see us today and that we got to share their magnificent story that we knew about them. That's part of the reason why we love them so much with you guys today. So we hope you got to learn more about Dan and Brandy. The Agostino's, baby, in the house. We are finished. The Talk and Chew episode is done. It is the holidays. We must go back to work, and we love you two so much. Thank you for coming.
Thank
in
you.
today.
Love you back.
Merry
Thank
Christmas,
you.
happy holidays, and we will be in to see you guys soon.
Thank you for not being mad.
Killing it.
No.
Come on.
No way. No way.
Done.